What's up everyone, this is SliferKing here, and today you join me for another one of my Fallout New Vegas videos, where today I am more than likely going to be completing the Fallout New Vegas main campaign and taking out Caesar's Legion. Now, the only thing I'm confused about is so far I have not taken out Caesar himself. So that's going to be interesting to see how that works. And the only thing is, I can't fast travel either, so it's going to be interesting. Let's see what happens. Well, that's him gone. Ooh. Where is my sniper? I want to play games.
You like that? What was that? Anybody there?
Hmm.
Come on!
Right, this is the bit I'm worried about, I have to admit. Gatling laser. Oh, I also had that. I'm going to need a powerful one. Let's go with Pew Pew. This is the weapon I got from Sunset Sarsaparilla.
And who are you to come before me? You bear the insignia of the bear, yet you do not wear it as a soldier of the West wears it. Many graves in the East are filled with those who said as much, with braver words, not backed by strength. It is Kaiser's will this gate to the West bear the flag of the Legion. Kaiser's will shall be done. I see you fight with words, like all beneath the flag of the bear. Let us hope your skill with weapons proves greater. So you seek quarter? Terms of surrender? Our roads into NCR are hung with the bodies of those who attempted to negotiate with us. Save your speeches. We will take Hoover Dam and move forward until our feet crush the setting sun beneath them. Hoover Dam has never seen the mass strength of the East. Only legates such as Graham, who deserve the fire Kaiser blessed him with. Now I am here, and make markers of your people as the Legion carves its way west. You speak in circles. What of the East? I am the East, and I will prove it this day. The victory here shall be swift. Our forces shall take the dam, secure it, then build a road west on the bodies of the NCR. The East will hold. Once across the Colorado, nothing to rival Hoover Dam remains.
You are kidding me.
Vegas will fall.
I was one. I was two. Jesus Christ.
I count on no one. A plan by Volpes. Treachery is a weapon that one should never rely on. I can only hope that the Ometas died when their treachery was exposed. To have the plan succeed only would have sullied the Legion. It does not matter. Victory shall be ours. It shall be swift, and it will be honest. Purchased with blood. And how battles are lost when you bring nothing but words to a contest of strength. Your words have done nothing but delay the inevitable. Now, see what my hounds and my blade will bring to you. I have seen little of true battle this day, and you were brave to come here to face me when all of NCR would not. I shall honor your last words and face you alone. No man will say I refused your challenge.
Huh, that's weird. Speech is 100, so why didn't that work? Unless maybe that one can't. Experts at 65, I'll need that for later. Guns.
You like that? You're mine.
Whoa, that does a lot of damage to him.
You like that? Can't run from me.
Hey! Oh, I got an achievement. Curios and relics. That means what someone said is true. That means the theory of if you enter a console command and exit, you can still get achievements as long as you reload the save. Oh no, Cannibal Johnson died. Right.
True to Kaiser. Give me cause, profligate.
Why did they...
Eat this.
I don't know why they're still alive. The door locks from the other side. Oops. Did I do something I wasn't supposed to then? Holy...
That's a fine bit of work back there. Truth told, I'm surprised you made it out of there in one piece. You and the dam. I'm impressed to say the least, and that's no easy thing. You've secured NCR's future. The administration sends its thanks for what it's worth.
Let me just... Oh, I can't save.
Least we could do. And seeing those shits of Caesar kicking dirt as they ran did my heart good, let me tell you. Might see some recruitment number rise, build some morale out in the Mojave long enough for the NCR to find its feet again. All due to you. Again, you have my thanks. And all the West, too. Once they pass it over the radio, after signing the right release forms. We clean up, take prisoners, watch the east for any more trouble from the Legion. Though I think they're still running, according to our scouts. After that, we'll see what happens when the dust settles and how the Mojave looks now without Caesar coming for its throat. Something tells me we better enjoy this breather while we can. And if that means Vegas, then you and the troops have earned it. Can't keep the courier spirit down, eh? Fair enough. We'll clean up here. Kind of curious how this is going to pan out in the long run. But I guess history will tell us in its own sweet time.
Energy weapons.
And so the courier who had cheated death in the cemetery outside Good Springs cheated death once again, and the Mojave wasteland was forever changed. The new California Republic celebrated its second victory at Hoover Dam, establishing definitive control over the entire Mojave wasteland. Soon after, they negotiated terms to annex the Strip, Freeside, and many surrounding communities. The Mojave wasteland, at long last, had entirely fallen under the NCR's banner. The courier, fair and even-handed in his dealings throughout the wasteland, was honored by the NCR for his support of the military at Hoover Dam. He was presented with the Golden Branch, the highest civilian decoration given by the Republic.
Tabitha and Rhonda went east, through Caesar's land. Occasionally, tales of their exploits found their way back west, though few believed them. Eventually, the stories concerning the duo were collected and published, and proved to be quite popular with children.
Invigorated by his travels with the courier, Raul once more took up his guns in memory of his lost Rafaela. Soon after, the Mojave was filled with tales of the ghost vaquero who hunts down those who prey on the weak.
With the help of the gunrunners, the Boomers developed a healthy trading relationship with the NCR. Eventually, the Boomers began wandering out into the wasteland while still preventing outsiders from entering Nellis.
The Brotherhood and the NCR in the Mojave wasteland declared an official truce, despite continued hostilities between the two in the west. As per their agreement, the NCR handed over all suits of salvaged power armor, and in return, the Brotherhood helped patrol I-15 and Highway 95.
The peace with NCR served to ease Veronica's worries about the Brotherhood's immediate future. Still, a distance had arisen between her and her fellow members that would never be bridged. She began secluding herself in crumbling libraries of the old world, learning of promising technologies she knew the Brotherhood would never adopt.
Though weakened, the Fiends attacked McCarran during the Second Battle of Hoover Dam. NCR repulsed the attack with minimal losses and, in the following days, destroyed the remaining Fiend leaders, breaking their power forever.
After the NCR's victory at the dam, the followers of the Apocalypse were pushed out of Old Mormon Fort during its occupation by NCR forces. NCR further encouraged them to leave Outer Vegas entirely, and the followers had no choice but to comply.
Arcade had hoped that Freeside would be able to remain independent of NCR rule. But he was glad that Caesar's Legion had been stopped at Hoover Dam. He tended to the sick in Freeside for a while longer, then returned to NCR territory to become a teacher with the followers there.
Good Springs saw more trade along I-15 after NCR gained control of the Mojave wasteland, but with that came a heavy burden of the Republic's taxes. Some old-timers, unable to handle the cost, were forced to move on, grumbling all the while.
In the years following the destruction of Cassidy caravans, NCR used evidence of the plot to blackmail the Crimson Caravan and the Van Graffs. NCR enacted strict trade laws with little resistance, strengthening their supply lines and their position in the Mojave. Cass survived to see the NCR flag flying proud over Hoover Dam, and thought for a moment, this is what a hero must feel like. She was about to tell the courier not to get too proud of himself. Then she figured, he knew that already. That night, Cass kicked in the door of his room to celebrate, only to find the man on the bed was an NCR soldier, whose barracks had been destroyed. He was cute, though, so after having her way with him, she got the hell out, leaving an empty whiskey bottle as a note. As she walked along the dam in the night, she felt drunk, content, and happy to be alive. Which to her was the whole point of it all.
During the Battle of Hoover Dam, the Great Khans quickly evacuated Red Rock Canyon and headed north and east into the plains of Wyoming. There, they reconnected with the followers of the Apocalypse and rebuilt their strength. Bolstered by ancient knowledge of governance, economics, and transportation, they carved a mighty empire out of the ruins of the Northwest.
Thanks to the Courier and Lily, a cure for the Nightkin's schizophrenia was found shortly after Dr. Henry's experiment concluded. Nightkin and other super mutants in the wasteland flocked to Jacobstown, and the town became known as a haven where a mutant could find peace.
Lily continued to take her medicine at half doses, and although she remembered her grandchildren, her mind remained muddled and confused. Eventually, she parted ways with the Courier and traveled west, seeking the remnants of her past.
After the NCR victory at Hoover Dam, the temporary truce between them and the Kings blossomed into a full-scale relief effort for the people. While the NCR made repeated entreaties that Freeside join the Republic, the Kings steadfastly maintained their independence.
Revitalized by Violetta's brain, Rex eventually learned to balance the memories of his old life with Violetta's experiences among the brutal fiends. His mind had difficulty adjusting, but Rex eventually found peace with his new, more vicious self.
Though Novak was a low-priority target for the Legion, many of Novak's citizens died in its defense. In the weeks that followed, several bright followers returned to Novak to help restore its defenses, allowing it to remain independent of NCR.
With the dam firmly in their grasp, the NCR turned its attention towards wresting the correctional facility from Powderganger hands. The Powdergangers are no match for the battle-hardened troops of the NCR, and summary execution awaited the Powdergangers who managed to survive.
Armed with a wide array of improvised explosives and stolen weapons, the Vault 19 Powder Gang tormented the Mojave Wasteland for years. Citizens of the NCR were favorite targets, and they always suffered the worst fates.
After Hoover Dam, Sheriff Myers runs Prim with his own style of frontier justice. He deals with most folks fairly, but now and then someone winds up dead with little to no evidence against him.
After the death of Chief Hanlon, the power of NCR's Rangers was broken for years. Their organization, so reliant on the wisdom and guidance of its elder members, became a shadow of what it once was to people across the wasteland.
After their bold arrival at Hoover Dam, the remnants disappeared as quickly as they came. Legends of their power spread throughout the Southwest, a reminder of why people once feared the sight of vertibirds in the sky.
And so the Courier's road came to an end, for now. In the new world of the Mojave Wasteland, fighting continued, blood was spilled, and many lived and died just as they had in the old world. Because war never changes.
So, that was the end game. I decided that I wanted to, what do you call it? I decided that I want to have like the recap without any face cam footage, just plainly because I feel like, because of the way I started the series, it would be a good way to end it. However, There is one loose end I think that does need tying up. Caesar.
Another kill to my name. You're mine.
So, one thing I'm going to do before this game ends is I'm going to take down Caesar.
Ugh. You're mine.
Ouch. Ready up.
Are you okay? Yeah, what do you want?
Another kill. You're mine. Retribution. Retribution.
So, this is how
Retribution.
it ends.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. I've still got subtitles on. Let me just turn that off. Oh yeah, Benny's still here. I need to work out what to do with him. I'd forgotten about that.
You're mine.
You'll pay for that. You like...
Oh wow, there's a lot of them.
Down.
Retreat! Oh dear. Where's that gonna... Right, where's that gonna respawn me?
Another kill. Had enough?
Can't... Retribution!
I think it's time for a better weapon.
Need a medic.
That's the wrong one.
Come on. You like that? Retribution!
Could use a faster reload, thank you.
Had enough? Retribution!
See ya. Yup. Alright, where the hell's Caesar? I need the corpse. I think Caesar might still have the platinum chip. Yo, boom. Wake up. Is he out here? I wonder where that platinum chip could be.
You're a scrapper, baby. They didn't stand a chance. How about me? Baby, that can go any direction you want. We can take Vegas together, or I can head for the nearest sunset. Your call.
Hang on.
Thanks for nothing, you think.
Alright, I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna see what happens if I tie him.
Change in plans? That's it, baby. Time to vacate these premises. Change in plans? Ta-ta.
I think personally he gets off lucky. But the thing I want to work out is the platinum chip. Who has it? Because the thing is, we never got to... Oh, there's quite a few Legion down here, actually. We never got to find out... Well, we never got to have a look what was in there. Uh-oh. Well, he's gone. 12.7? I don't think I have one of those. So the bunker is in here.
Oh my. You like that?
Retreat!
So yeah, I think this is where... Oh, I actually do have the platinum chip. Destroy the Securitron army. Overloading the bunker's reactor.
Failure state.
Need a medic.
Uh-oh. Leg it.
Eat this.
Oh, I can see.
Keep looking.
New Vegas from here.
Caesar's dead. Bet he didn't see this coming when he was having his coffee this morning. Still, it's not gonna stop the Legion. It might not even slow them down. Intel we had back in the NCR said they had a whole succession lined up. They'll replace him as soon as word gets out. The other thing I heard is that he wasn't really commanding the army anymore. Guess we made sure of that. Yeah. That was some kind of stunt we pulled. Whatever happens from here on out, we killed that prick in the middle of his fortress. Ought to give the rest of them something to think about. Yeah.
So, I've got one. I think I've got one thing left. Let's pop back over to. This should probably be the last thing we do. I'm going to pop back over to Yes Man, see what he says about that. He's still there. Let's find out what he's up to.
Oh! Hi again! Can I help you with something else?
Huh. Interesting. Okay, so with Yes Man, it looks... Actually, let's find out... Let's find out what happens.
Oh! Hi! Mr. House is out of the picture and... This is big, huh? A very big moment. Here goes. I'll
Oh dear.
Wow! Mr. House had quite a setup here. I can access his databanks and view telemetry on every Securitron on the network. Wait. So, that's what the Platinum chip does. Interesting. Mr. House had a whole demonstration planned for you. Just head downstairs to the lowest level to check it out. You'll see. Step closer to the demonstration area, please. Okay, so you're familiar with Securitrons by now, obviously. I mean, some of your best friends are Securitrons, right? Our titanium alloy housing does a good job for protecting our delicate electronic insides from small arms, fire, and shrapnel. Our left arm contains an X-25 Gatling laser, quite deadly against soft targets in medium range. That looks like fun. And for close-range suppression and crowd control, we have this handy-dandy 9mm submachine gun. Nice. All of this is old hat, right? Here is where it gets interesting. Turns out those are our secondary weapons. All this time we've been running the Mark I operating system, which doesn't have drivers for our primary weapons. Imagine! Now watch this. I'm downloading the Mark II OS to all Securitrons on the network. Makes quite a difference. With the M235 missile launcher, we can engage ground and air targets at long range. And a rapid-fire G-28 grenade launching system makes us deadly in close-range engagements. Woo! Look at that! The OS upgrade also includes drivers for our onboard auto repair systems. Just try to hurt us now. All together, this software upgrade confers a 235% increase in combat effectiveness per unit. New Vegas finally has soldiers worthy of protecting it. I hope you enjoyed this demonstration. You can come back up and see me or be on your way. I know you're a busy person. You did a super job wrapping things up, and I'm not just saying that because I have to. This gadget I'm handing you is called an override module. Mr. House had 2 of these made years and years ago. Just like him to think ahead. Take the module to the El Dorado substation and attach it to the power control terminal. I'll handle the rest. Be careful out.
So yes, that's what would have happened. That's what would have happened if I would have helped out with Yes Man. But fortunately, I had a save. So now let's see what happens if I kill him.
Over here! Eat this!
Homicide detected.
Ow.
You're mine.
So yes, you get a rough idea. So basically, if Yes Man is still on the strip, and if I kill him, the strip is going to attack me. Also, something I didn't initially realise until I looked back at the footage. I actually wear my glasses, which is actually quite funny. I don't tend to wear glasses in videos, just mainly because there's a possibility of a blur issue. What I mean is there is a possibility that there could be reflection on the glasses. But yes. So yes, the game is now properly finished. So I've done For the Republic Part 2. I've now taken out Caesar, and I've destroyed the bunker with the robots. So yes, and that is legitimately where I'm going to be ending this series. So is there a possibility I might end up doing any of the DLCs? I think there might be a possibility, but I'm not entirely sure. For me, there's 2 DLCs probably which I am going to be playing anyway. Those being the probably the Midnight Science one, which is the blue something DLC, I can't remember. And there's the reunion, which I think is a missing courier. But yes, so there has been my Fallout New Vegas gameplay series. If you've enjoyed this episode and this series, and if you want, sorry, what I was going to say was, if you've enjoyed this video and this series, then please make sure to like this video and subscribe to know when my newest gameplay videos will be coming out. I hope you've enjoyed, and for now, this is SliferKing signing out.